TopLift Pros. Anyways, we are going to be assembling your base for video 1 here. This will show you exactly how to assemble it step by step. So first things first, what we're going to need for the tools is 17mm wrench, 13mm wrench. These can be opened. And then we're going to need your 8mm Allen. You're going to need your 6mm Allen, and you're going to need a 5mm Allen. So what I like to use too is a impact wrench with an adapter, preferably 3/8 if possible, and then this will make the process a lot quicker. So let's get started. First of all, you got your Y. What I like to do is we need to get one part on here, your T connector. Slide your T connector on. Get it up to the dimple. Right before the dimple is fine. Next one, put the end on. And I always like to possibly, if possible, get the ends in place to where they're facing up. If you get a nut fall off, just finger tight it on. And then we have the end. And again, face the socket head to the back, face the socket head to the top if possible, face the socket head to the top. And make sure, don't forget this piece. It's very critical. So, I'm going to need, we already did this one here, so that's ready to go. I'm going to need a base, and we have a tube to go in the middle. So, with a base, we're going to slide one Y connector right on. Tap it on. Tap that on. Tap that on. Slide it down. And we got dimples here too. So on the dimple, you can go right up to the dimple pretty much. Okay. Slide that off to the side. We have the second part of the base. Take it. Tap those on. Go up to the dimple. Okay. Make sure this piece is on. Now, what we can do is line these two pieces up. Then what we have is your longer piece of aluminum inserts, and we're going to slide that in and slide this one in. Now we're going to take our bolts, which is out of the bag of 13 pieces, it's an M10 bolt, okay? We just need 2 of these for now. We're going to apply these in place. And then we'll slide this on a little bit. Let's get your middle piece. Stick it in one side, and as we're popping this on a little bit, get this a little closer, then slip this down, slip her up. You get a nut fall off, don't worry about it. We'll get that in a minute. And then you can just slide these straight in, Sometimes they're a little tight only because of powder coating. Okay. Now, let's get your larger. Let's get the 17 millimeter. And let's pop this thing right on. Then, what we're going to do is see where this came out. Screw it on real tight. A little bit, finger tighten it. Then, we're not really going to mess with this. We don't have to tighten this just yet. We're going to do that later. But what we want to do is maybe just tighten it up just a hair to get it so that the little nuts don't fall out. Okay? Just go right around. Make sure you get all of them. And then, what we can do is start to work on the wheels, the casters. Okay, now listen. Casters. As far as casters is concerned, we're going to put brakes go up here on the open end. Alright? And then just come around this way. And then we're going to use the 16 pieces, which is only for all the casters completely. So we'll empty out that bag. They're all nicely packaged so that everything is nice and easy. And what I like to do is just at least get one started each time. Get that going, then we can work on getting more in place. And you can just follow the video, pause and play as we're going. I'm going to go through the whole thing with you, so if you have your little system, then you get all your tools ready to go, you can just follow me right along. So I just get all the nuts off, brakes to the front. That's all you have to remember. Okay? Then the non-brakes go to the back. Easy enough. Okay, now to do this, we need your 6mm impact and a 13mm. Show you guys.
These can be fully tightened up, right?
Yes.
So these can be complete. The caster.
This will complete the process of all the casters. Just make sure you tighten, and then you just double check. Because this. And you can see how much faster you can do this with an impact wrench. So this gives you guys and girls a chance to tell your significant other that you deserve an impact wrench. There, that process is done.
Now, at this time, Fred, right, the caster should be completely tightened, but these need to remain just snug, correct? Because they're,
Yes.
we want these to move at this point because there's going to be a little bit of fine-tune adjustment
Correct.
coming up. Okay.
Correct.
So we have the casters fully tightened, and we have the T connectors that are just snug at this point. And that completes this portion of the installation.
Yes. What we may want to do, actually, is insert that. Let's go ahead and insert the base tubes. Okay? These can just go in here for now. Nothing special. You don't need to pin them off yet or anything.
Okay.
We'll be
So the
prepared
two holes go down, and then
Right.
and the 3 holes
go up.
stay up on the top.
Right,
And this
yeah.
is how you adjust the height of the unit if you have a lift kit or bigger wheels and such. This is where that process
Correct.
happens. Okay.
So we're set on video 1.